All right, so let's go ahead and jump into today's discussion. I'm really excited to introduce you to our two amazing experts today. First, I'm excited to introduce Sophie Abdulrazaaq. Sophie is a serial entrepreneur and privacy expert who brings a decade of experience translating business goals into developed products. She has held prior leadership positions at some of the largest Fortune 500 and billion-dollar nonprofit organizations and operates her own consulting practice. In addition to co-founding Goodfynd, Sophie also founded a consultancy practice, SBA Strategies, where she teaches product management and serves as a corporate advisor. She is always energized by working with small businesses and entrepreneurs to share her expertise, helping them build sustainable, prospering companies. She is committed to heightening the voices of underrepresented and underserved individuals. So great to have you here, Sophie.
Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to chat.
Wonderful. Okay, and next we have Viridiana Ponce. Viri is a Latina business consultant and food expert dedicated to helping small businesses launch and grow. She founded VP Consulting in 2014 to support immigrants and entrepreneurs and Spanish speakers like her family. Committed to her community, her mission is to educate, enrich, and empower entrepreneurs on their business journey. I couldn't think of two more perfect people today, so let's jump into it. How can aspiring food truck owners craft compelling menus that attract customers?
Oh my gosh, crafting a compelling menu is perhaps one of the most complex but most fun things I think food truck owners specifically get to do, because you get to change your menu for so many different things. Like if you're going to a festival, or if you're going on for a private event, right? I think the key to, great menu management is first having a comprehensive menu of all the things that you're able to do, that you're able to provide, right? And so if you, no matter the cuisine type, you just want all of your specialties and your different sides. You always want to be able to do a drink, but you want to be, serve different drinks. If you have a specialty drink, or if you just do bottle drinks, whatever, but you want to have this big comprehensive menu. We call it a master menu at Goodfynd, right? And then you want to take that master menu and you want to be able to tailor it to the different events that you go to. So for example, if you're doing an in-person corporate event, where there's going to be 200 people, you want to look at your master menu and you want to spin it up to a smaller menu that has things that you can easily quick serve within 1 to 3 minutes, right? Because you don't want to have long lines. But if you're at a festival and the festival's theme is kids, you want to be able to take that master menu and tack it down to only kids options, right? And so menu management, great menu management really is about flexibility. It's about putting out there everything that you can do, and then making smaller menus. And our platform makes this really easy, but making smaller menus that tailor to the different events that you're going to. The beauty of food trucks, and the reason why I think that they are growing so much faster than the restaurant industry itself, is because of that flexibility. It's because when you show up, you're able to do something different than a restaurant, right? A restaurant comes in, they have a stagnant menu. You go in every single day, it's going to be that same menu. You have to provide what you want. But as a food truck owner, you're able to tailor your menus to different places that you go based on their needs and your service. So the beauty is being able to look at that master menu as your comprehensive, most complex way of offerings, right? And then being able to tailor those offerings really beautifully depending on the situation. And the right technology will help you do that with ease.
Wow, I never thought about that. That is such a cool idea that you can tailor it no matter where you're going.
Of course, that's the beauty of being mobile.
Oh my gosh, look, I might start a food truck. You guys
right.
are kind of excited. Okay, my next question is for Viri. What are some effective strategies for choosing the best location for your food truck?
Yes, so I'm going to say know your audience. That's so important, right? So what are your client demographics? And so I think understanding the type of clients that, like if you're thinking about, all right, I'm going to go into downtown, right? So I would think about, okay, what are corporate clients looking for? And like Sophia, you were talking about this master menu and tailoring it, right? If you have this master menu and you're going into a downtown area, then you probably want to pull from that menu what are going to be items that are quick, healthy, and maybe lunch options for this, for this location and your food truck to be more successful. So really think through who does this concept align with, and then what location are you going to, so that you're able to sell the right things to the right people. Another thing that's really important is ensuring that a location that you choose has high foot traffic, because that'll get you in front of new clients, right? Not just people that you are exposing or that you have reached to, but newer clients as well. So that's something that's really key. The other thing, as well as we want foot traffic, but we also want really convenient parking. And for example, I had a client who was on a really busy street. So she was so excited because she's like, there's so much traffic. But guess what? There wasn't any parking. And so what would happen is that people would see the food truck and they're like, oh, I want to stop. And they'd go around, and then they wouldn't stop because there wasn't any like safe and convenient parking. So we don't want to lose out on clients, right? And that's also something to think about, that if you are in an area where your food truck is visible, that'll be really helpful. Another thing that I think is really important is that you want to make sure that you check the zoning locations and making sure that local regulations and zoning laws, that you're able to have a food truck at a specific area. I worked with one of my clients where the city was so specific and particular in terms of like, well, it can be here, but not here. Like it could be this many feet away from a restaurant, but not, so there is like a puzzle. Luckily, that city had a zoning map that we went through. We could plug in different addresses and we could see what were areas that she could actually park her food truck. So that was really helpful. And so I would say, make sure that you check your zoning, the zoning department, give them a call, ask them to see if there's an interactive map, because I've seen those before. And then along with the zoning check, I would say have a backup location, because you may think that the first location is ideal, but it may not work out, or you might want to, also expand the hours or times, or, maybe you want to capture a different type of audience. So I would say have backup locations, and then also make sure that you check the zoning.
Sophie, how can food truck owners effectively market their business so they can stand out in a competitive market?
Oh my goodness. First of all, let me just say, I think that food truck owners and like mobile forward businesses are the absolute goats at this. And that's like leveraging social media. No joke. I don't know how many people know about like food truck history in the United States, because mobile businesses have always gone gangbusters internationally, but it's just picked up here in the US. 2008 pandemic, picture a time people couldn't afford restaurants anymore, economic turmoil. I mean, although we've had 2020 now, so it makes 2008 feel like, like easy work. But people were thinking about creative ways to still own a food business, and putting their business on wheels just made so much sense. And how did they leverage and market? Social media. And I mean, they were really, I'm talking about way before restaurants. They were like really what I think were the proprietors of what great social media marketing looks like. And so they were leveraging early the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the Twitters to help people find their location. They were marketing to HOAs and coming up with really fun ways to find them on different streets, right? Having people follow them, posting their daily schedules, and having a different menu per day where people could be really excited about that cuisine. And I think that's still the way that we best market now, right? Putting yourself out there and really garnering a social media following is way easier for food trucks than it is for restaurant businesses, because y'all are cool. right? You're cooking authentic cuisine. When you're cooking African cuisine, it's because you're from the continent. When you're cooking Italian cuisine, it's from the continent. When you're cooking, you know, Latinx cuisine, same thing. Like, it's the foods that your mothers cooked for you, right? Your grandmothers cooked for you. And people really understand that story. They understand the authenticity in it. They want you to root for you. Everybody wants to root for the underdog. I mean, it is addictive to say, man, you're from my local city and I probably shop at the same Target as you, you know, the same Walmart, whatever. And people are really attracted and gravitate toward you all social media presence because you get to do it in such an authentic way, in the same way that your food is. So it's been working since 2008. It's still been working now. And that sharing of, you know, of your story, I see that in the chat, right? It's just so important. And you get to do it from a level of authenticity that most bigger box organizations can't. I mean, who cares about the story of Chipotle? I certainly don't. Right? I mean, it's like, it's whatever. But I definitely care about the story of African Chop, because I'm like, oh, like, how did you do this? You know what I mean? It's always a family story. It's always so organic. And so I believe fully that social media is the way. And then, of course, technology, right? I clearly created a technology. And so one of the things that are important for us is that you know your audience. So owning your data, when you have a customer, being able to get repeat customers by sending them emails and different loyalty content is really important. And so we make that easy for you, right? Being able to share your location and people be able to follow that in real time without you having to do it. You set your location, but people can follow you on your exclusive page. Also super helpful, because the thing is, when I want you, I want to be able to find you, and you don't want to have to be responsible for uploading that. So we allow you to auto upload your schedules to social media, which is helpful, right? You get to set it and forget it. So things like that are important. The other thing that technology can help you with, ours is one of them that does really great, is we partner with bigger organizations, and we have a whole bank of different events that people want, different types of cuisines, right? We have a matching process, which is also automated and built into the system, and you go there and you get guaranteed revenue, right? And so that's a way to market yourself as well. You say, hey, you know, I make the best tacos and they're looking for a taco truck, you know, let me show my interest. The enterprise selects you, that match is made, you get a guaranteed minimum and an associated audience, and from that, new emails, right, for people to market to. So it's a flywheel. It works really seamlessly. So social media, great technology, that's all you need. Share your authentic stories, be your authentic self. But when I tell you, like, this industry is the GOATs of that, you have nothing to worry about.
I love that. I love that. There's so much great information in there, even just down to like sharing what hours you're going to be open and where they can find you on social media. Because sometimes I see a picture of a festival and I'm like, where is that taco truck going to be next? Because I missed it last time, but I need to know. So that makes so much sense. I really want to thank Sophie and Vidi for coming here and sharing all of their expertise and answering all those wonderful questions. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you in the next one. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
So wonderful talking to you all.